Welcome everybody to another little winter swimming video. Today I would like to answer a few frequently asked questions with the topic of winter swimming. It's a little bit bright and sunny out here today, so I'm wearing my Lithuanian hat rather than my polar bear hat. And so maybe you can see in the background already our beautiful Lake Lucerne. Say that's my usual winter swimming lake, and I thought I would maybe introduce myself quickly for those who don't know me so well yet. My name is Gerda and I live here in Lucerne, and I do winter swimming since summer 2017. And maybe just a few words about how I began winter swimming and why. And so first of all, in my own family, there were or are two inspirational figures. One of them was my grandpa from Germany, who did regular cold showers every morning. And when I was a child, he sort of made me do them with him. The other person in my family was my father, and he participated as a young man in a competition called Christmas swimming, or Coupe de Noël, in Geneva, where you have to swim 125 meters in about 6 to 8 degree cold water. And he used to tell us as children about this story, and I always found this really fascinating. A bit more recently then, I had a few friends who also became interested in the topic, and we started training together in summer 2017. Since then, I did winter swimming on my own first, and then had the idea to start a group. And now we are quite a big group already here in Lucerne, regularly winter swimming together. And maybe a little bit more why I took up winter swimming initially. So it was also because of a few health reasons that I thought winter swimming might help me to deal with them. So one of them had to do with my immune system. In winter I frequently got colds, which I found a little bit annoying. And I also had Raynaud syndrome. Maybe you have heard of this already. This is a blood circulation issue where the blood sort of leaves the fingers, and they get really white and numb and also very painful. So these were two reasons for me to take up winter swimming, and I can already tell you now that it has helped me a lot. The Raynaud syndrome is almost gone, and this winter I didn't have any colds at all. Also, the previous winter was really good with that. A few other health benefits are, for example, anti-inflammatory effects. So for people who have, for example, arthritis, it can be helpful. Also, it can be helpful for sports recovery. That's why athletes do it as well. And what I find, in a way, maybe the best benefit is more on the mental health level. So winter swimming has been shown, or you can feel it yourself if you do it, to have a really good effect on your mental health. It has an anti-depressant effect, so for people with mild depression, it's really uplifting. Also with anxiety it can help, and it just generally gives you more energy and makes you feel strong and powerful. So I'm sure there are more health reasons than the ones I have just mentioned. These are just maybe the most common ones that you can read about. There has been already some research also on the benefits of cold water. For example, the Wim Hof Association does regular research projects with different universities. You can go on the Wim Hof website to find out more about that. And there is also a quite well-known documentary from the BBC. It's on YouTube, freely available. It's called The Doctor Who Gave Up Drugs. And in that video, it's shown how he treats a woman with depression with cold water swimming. So it's a very recommendable film. Apart from the research and the good benefits, there are of course also a few risks. So if you think you would like to start winter swimming, you should know that if you have a heart condition, or high blood pressure or asthma. These are the three main issues that make winter swimming a bit risky. So if you have any of these, you should first ask your doctor if winter swimming is safe for you. Also, if you are pregnant, it's not advised to do winter swimming, so you can maybe wait till your baby is born and then you can start. Risks are of course also everything that has to do with water. Deep water especially has some risks involved, so if it's possible, try not to go alone, or if you do really want to go alone, see if you can maybe stay in shallower water, or at least you take some safety tool with you. For example, something like this. This is a rest tube, so you can wear this around your waist, and if you have some problem like cramp and you can't swim anymore, you pull here, and then there is like a balloon inflating where you can hold on to. Or a similar thing is this here, a sort of inflatable buoy. The advantage of this is that it's very bright, and so people or boats, for example, can see well in the water. Another risk prevention strategy is the sort of called minute rule. This means that you should never swim for longer in minutes as the water temperature measures. So for example, if the water temperature is 5 degrees, maximum 5 minutes. In our group, we normally stick to this rule. A lot of people even don't stay until the maximum, but we have a thermometer, this little pingu, and we always put him in the water before we start our swim. We measure the temperature, and then it also has a stopwatch, so we can see that we stay in for the recommended amount of time. Another risk prevention strategy is to ease in gradually. So, for example, you start in summer and then you just carry on through autumn, and then it's finally winter. That is the easiest way to start. This is the way I have started. Another good way is with cold showers. So you start with cold showers to get used to the cold water. But if it's now winter when you watch this video and you would like to start right now, this is also possible. We have had people this year joining in January, February. Then maybe you just don't even go in for quite so long, you just go in for a shorter time, or it's also possible to just start like going into knee-deep water, then maybe next week to your waist, and then maybe finally up to here. So it's really not a competition, it should be a fun thing to do, something you enjoy. Maybe a little bit more about if you don't live in Lucerne, where can you do winter swimming in other places in Switzerland? So it's becoming more and more popular, and I have already seen there are clubs now forming in all the major cities like Bern, Basel, Zurich, also in the French-speaking areas like Lausanne, Geneva. And usually they are quite easy to find on Google, winter swimming and your town, and you will probably find something. Some of them are a little bit more Wim Hof associated, and others, maybe like ours, are no particular method or just sort of our own method that we have come up with. Also, there are quite a few competitions or fun events like this Geneva Coupe de Noël or Samichlaus Schwimmen. These are usually sold out very quickly, so if you want to take part in one of those, you have to be really fast. I have already wanted to join a few times and was not fast enough. Maybe a little quote to end this video. This quote came to me when I swam in Wallis in a very cold glacier river, and it's like this: the colder the water, the quieter the mind. This is really something that links winter swimming with yoga for me. I'm a professional yoga teacher, and in yoga it's all about quieting the mind. getting to this peaceful, quiet state within. And I discovered that winter swimming does exactly the same for me. And as the quote says, the colder the water, the faster or the more relaxed. So I hope you found this video inspirational, and it would be great to swim with you at some stage here in Lucerne or in another place. We also offer introductions to winter swimming. Just go to our website www.winterswimming.ch and you will find all the infos there. Thank you very much for watching.